Welcome back to another crypto video. Hello gents, thanks for joining me on another video. Today we're going to look at Vechain and some cool news here. Canadian sustainable power Frank and Oak showcases new collection traced by Vechain in its first experience store in Asia. So we can see here, right here, responsible fashion manufacturers embracing blockchain. It's quite interesting. With the fashion industry fast transitioning towards product and supply chains with less impact on the environment, there is an increased demand for deep and accurate upstream supply chain data. That is the reason Yak, wall provider, Showcase chose Vechain in the first place. As a raw materials provider, Showcase teamed up with UPW to jointly provide sustainable yarns to Frank and Oak, who were looking for ways to communicate their efforts in ethical and sustainable production to their customers. So basically, they've used Vechain's blockchain technology to provide a turnkey sustainable solution to brands. So this is really cool for Vechain, and if it works well for this particular brand, I can imagine this branching out to a lot of other different, retail brands, consumer brands, and businesses will follow in the footsteps of this kind of thing. So, because sustainability in the supply chain is, of course, a really big thing, especially with transparency. So that's a bit of cool news that I saw. Literally released just a few days ago, but found that on the Vechain website. So Vechain is currently at rank 34, trading at $0.078 with market cap of 5.2 billion and market cap dominance of 0.23% of a trading volume of 360 million. So you can see down on 30 days we're down a whole 50%, 14 days we're down 35%, and this kind of, it's another capitulation, sort of liquidation, sort of downtrend area that we're back in. As you can see, we're just producing more and more lows, kind of like so. But I don't really know if I should be looking at this as a whole symmetrical triangle. However, we can see we had support there, support there, support there. Here was the first capitulation, first distribution. We came down and we corrected from this impulse. We corrected just below the 0.786 Fibonacci. This time around, we've corrected again just below the 0.786 Fibonacci. We can see here we were oversold on the RSI, and on the daily time frame, once again, we're oversold on the RSI, and we're underextended on the 20-day moving average. So this could be reflecting a very strong buying indicator. When the market slowed down like this, when there's lots of fear, this is a good time to potentially scoop up more of this very, very low price cryptocurrency. If we do break this horizontal support, the only area I see is coming back down to is pretty much here at 0.055. If we lose support here, that's where I think we will end up falling down to. As you can see, the volume has been dropping off over the days. A bit of a double top there as well. If we hop into the 4-hour chart, we can see that this is kind of like a descending triangle if we were to factor in this wick. But if we just ignore that and put it down to volatility, we're kind of still, we're producing those lower highs, and we're sort of trading in this kind of symmetrical triangle, falling kind of wedge thing. So hopefully, if we do come down to 0.73, we get a bit of a bounce. That would be really nice to see. Of course, the first area where I think we'll come to is we get a bounce back up to this resistance here at 0.09. But that's what I just really hope. We have a fallback down to all the way down to 0.055. Or we get a bounce, we come back up to 0.1, which is what I'm sort of thinking is very possible to happen. If we take the swing high here, and we measure down to the swing low, we can see that the golden Fibonacci over here is at 0.14, and that our super bullish target will be over here at 0.25. So if we just drop that in as well as a bull target, and then a short-term resistance that we need to get back up to would be 0.11, and on our golden Fib extension we have 0.14. So in the short term, look out for this support level. If we break it, we may come down to 0.55. If we break out of this wedge, we come back up effectively to the 0.11 range. course, we have a bit of resistance at 0.98 as well. So these are just the areas of resistance, areas of support. But I think, you know, zooming out, should we continue into the very big bull market, into old season, when we see more accumulation, I still think coming back to these big numbers like 0.25 and even higher levels, really. I mean, 0.4, it's not unrealistic that if you hold for 5 years that these prices are hit. That's the thing. But, you know, we are looking at more of this short term. So trading in a bit of a symmetrical triangle, sort of falling wedge at the moment. You can see resistance is getting rejected off this area, and on the support we are bouncing off. So we're trading in this range of this converging area where we're getting a lot of tension. And I think, you know, within the next few days we're going to see a decision for Vechain, either moving up or down. So let me know your thoughts. Just keep an eye on this kind of pattern. That 0.09, should we see a bit of price movement to the upside, is most likely where we're going to come back to. But just look out for that key support area. So if you like the video, like the content, do subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and see you in the next one. Bye for now.